Hello and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred today in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things I personally find intriguing enough for me to bring to you. The source of this information comes from the smart device application on this day. The music in the background is Freefall by Audioscribe, which I found on the YouTube channel No Copyright Sounds, aka NCS. For links to the app, music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar. Now let's get on with the show, shall we? Today is Thursday, aka Thursday, August 25th, 2016. In 2012, the Voyager 1 spacecraft entered interstellar space, becoming the first human-made object to do so. In 1997, Egon Krenz, the former East German leader, was convicted of a shoot-to-kill policy at the Berlin Wall. In 1991, Linus Torvalds announced the first version of what would become Linux. Also in 1991, Belarus gained its independence from the Soviet Union. In 1989, the Voyager 2 spacecraft made its closest approach to Neptune, the second to last planet in the solar system. In 1981, the Voyager 2 spacecraft made its closest approach to Saturn. In 1980, Zimbabwe joined the United Nations. In 1945, just 10 days after Japan's announcement of surrender during World War II, armed supporters of the Chinese Communist Party murdered U.S. intelligence officer John Birch. This action is regarded by some of the United States right as the first victim of the Cold War. In 1944, during World War II, Paris was liberated by the Allies. In 1939, the United Kingdom and Poland formed a military alliance, in which the UK promised to defend Poland in case of invasion by a foreign power. It's as if they knew what was coming. In 1916, the United States National Park Service was created. In 1914, during World War I, the library of the Catholic University of Leuven was deliberately destroyed by the German army. Hundreds of thousands of irreplaceable volumes in Gothic and Renaissance manuscripts were lost. In 1912, the Chinese Nationalist Party, the Kuomintang, was founded. In 1894, Kiyotsuso Shibasaburo discovered the infectious agent of the bubonic plague and published his findings in the Lancet. In 1883, France and Vietnam signed the Treaty of Hue, recognizing the French protectorate over Annam and Tonkin. In 1825, Uruguay declared its independence from Brazil. In 1609, Galileo Galilei demonstrated his first telescope to Venetian lawmakers. In 1543, the first Europeans and firearms arrived in Japan. And in 1537, the Honorable Artillery Company, the oldest surviving regiment in the British Army and the second most senior, was formed. Births: Rachel Ray, 1968, Tim Burton, 1958, Sean Connery, 1930, Ivan the Terrible, 1530. Deaths: Neil Armstrong, 2012, Truman Capote, 1984. And that concludes the show. Once again, check the underbar for any links you may be interested in. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, especially if you're playing Pokemon Go. You can rate 5 thumbs and subscribe if you do so please as well. For your dose of passive insanely, I am Xander, and you are you. Toodles!